Yes guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we've popped down to the plot. Only a quick one today, quick visit, just to check things over really, because obviously with the light hours we can't get down in the week anymore, because by the time we finish work it's pitch black. So you need to get down on the weekends just to see what's happening really. Make sure there's no damage from the enemy, the rats and the mice, and all is good. So yeah, as you can see here, nothing has been up. I mean, they can climb up here, up this shelving, probably climb up the legs, but it's we've sort of sealed around the edges. There was an area at the back, I think down here, where they could get in, so we filled it in. Hopefully it'll just deter them from coming in here. But yeah, all in all, the broad beans, nothing's germinating yet. The peas, sweet peas, are looking good. Nothing's been digging in there, so that's the main thing. We've got the last of the onion sets that are starting to sprout now, so hopefully they can go out. These are probably big enough now, that 6 inch, so they're probably big enough, but we will leave them till they're ready. We've got a pile of a crate of onions here that I need to do something with, I think, but I'll just keep checking them when we go up, when we need them at home. I'm dropping them, but yeah, there's a couple of rubbish little ones in there, but yeah, all in all, not bad. The garlic's on. Look at that one. That's a cracker. That one. The dogs have come down with me. So yeah, this greenhouse is just a little bit of a dumping ground for we've got cardboard in here. We've got tons of cardboard. We've got through so much of it, but I've got an idea for when the garlic and onions start growing. Obviously, in between you can get the weeds come the spring, and obviously I'll net them from the allium leaf miner, which has plagued us a bit recently. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shred the cardboard, probably in one of the blue barrels. But the dog's going mad in there. Oi, what are you doing? Dogs are after the mice, I think. Rats and mice in the compost heap. Yeah, so I'm going to get the cardboard, I'm going to shred it, put it in the water, obviously, and it'll just come out in bits, and then I'm going to put it in between the rows of the onion and garlic, and obviously that will mulch it then, so the weeds can't go, it'll suppress them anyway. Then I'll probably put like a thin layer of our homemade compost, probably, or manure, or whatever, and then just leave them netted, and then I don't have to touch them until harvest time really, till the summer. And it just stops having to keep getting the nets off and weeding it. So yeah, anyway, we're going to have a little walk about and see what's happening. Check on all the greenhouses and make sure the rats and mice, probably and squirrels as well, have not plagued us over the week. So in one of the greenhouses here, last week we've been a pallet wood, some old table legs that we had knocking about, a couple of struts across, and an old shoe rack that we found knocking about. So it's fine just for potting up in the spring. Obviously we've got the rack in here up and running now. We've got tons of these old like, I think the pizza dough trays. So what we do is we can just line them along there, a bit like that. So we'll have all our seedlings growing in here just nicely. We just need a vent for the window, and it needs a bit of a clean. That's the job for the winter. Go on. Right, we have, in one greenhouse, we've brought some of the canners from home, obviously not really for eating, are they? But they look nice in a tropical garden that we've got at home. So all we've done, literally cut off down the stem, letting them dry out, just keeping them upside down. And then we'll be storing them in this wooden crate, obviously down at allotment in greenhouse, where it'll keep them a bit, it should keep them frost free. And then obviously store them in, we're going to put them in straw, probably put some more cardboard on top, and then we'll seal it with a lid, and hopefully we can get them out early spring, probably in the polytunnel, and yeah, start them off early and get them back in the garden. Alright, what are you two doing? Bloody dogs there. Right, as you can see, this bed, we've not got anything growing in it, but this is what I'm saying. We've obviously, this is one of the compost boxes, and something is digging to get in. I'm presuming it's the rats, but it could also be squirrels. But yeah, this is the sort of damage you're looking at when they're digging, and they can go under your greenhouses and stuff. So just got to watch out. They're obviously not got in this box, but if they keep going, they can obviously chew through plastic. Bit annoying, but I suppose that's nature. What can you do? Step into the polytunnel. So yeah, it's looking alright in here. Currently sat at, I don't know if you can see that, 13.2. It's got up to 31. I don't know when that was, but anyway, we'll clear that off because it's got a maximum and a minimum, so we can tell what the temperature's been doing since we've been in last. But yeah, it's looking alright. These are looking pretty well. Something's having a nibble on the leaves there. I'm not sure what, probably slugs. I mean, we've still got a rogue tomato growing here. I've not planted that. It's probably come from the compost. But yeah, these cabbages are doing well. They're looking good. So yeah, we'll just obviously leave them over the winter. The ginger's here. Ginger's looking alright still. And then we've got a few chard leaves that are sort of... I've just chucked these in a while back now, just left them. So hopefully we can start picking off them. We've obviously got loads in the greenhouse over there. So yeah, it's looking alright. And this big Trombosino that I don't know if we're even going to be able to do anything with it really. We've still got some more coming. So we'll probably leave that just to see how it goes. But yeah, looking empty in here. It's looking alright. Grapevine's obviously gone to sleep. We had some dahlias in here. Well, what a waste of time they are. So don't even get me started on them. And yeah, there's a lot of mould actually on these. We left some beans up to try and dry out, but I think the moisture level inside the polytunnel at this time of year obviously brings its a lot of downsides to polytunneling, I think, because of the moisture content in the air, and obviously bringing in the fungal diseases and stuff is not very good. But yeah, we keep going, we keep trying. Right, so where they're digging in here, obviously they're after the contents of the compost bin. But yeah, it's see, the beauty of these is it just seems to break down much faster. You know, you can chuck the compost in. I mean, it's got slugs and stuff in there, but and I mean, look, there's, you see the worms there, just after flicking a little bit there. The beauty of this is if you just keep turning it every so often, it seems to break down really fast. So it's a great way of making compost. I mean, you could probably make one of these just out of a plastic box with holes drilled in. The point is, the worms can crawl in and out freely, but it keeps the rats and mice out. We did have a bit of a technical issue down here last year, and a rat did get in. It gnawed a hole, but I've patched it up with a piece of metal, so they can get in. If you the thing with the allotment is because they're left for so long between us coming down. We're not down every day. I mean, we're not retired out, are we? The rats obviously they get a bit comfortable, don't they? And they have time to sit there gnawing away at it. But obviously, if it's in your garden, it's gonna probably deter them, especially if you've got dogs and cats anyway. So the other beauty of having an allotment is you've got somewhere to store all your shite, because if you're like me, you just acquire shite, you know, from anywhere. But anyway, I've got a good friend of mine saving me all these jars. Obviously we are as well. So then hopefully next year, all they need to do is wash them, sterilise them, and then get them filled up with some of that produce we're growing. So obviously chutneys, we absolutely love chutney. And the beetroot is a firm favourite in our house. So yeah, hopefully we'll get these filled next year. So if you're not saving your jars now over the winter, this is your reminder to get them done, because it's not worse, is there, when you're making something and you're trying to scratch around the house trying to find them. So yeah, get them saved and get them tucked away. So we're going to chuck them in the shed now, so it gives us somewhere to store all our junk. So yeah, I mean, we've got 3 bloody lawnmowers in here. We haven't got any frigging grass, but obviously it takes up the room in a garage at home. So yeah, a bit of a dumping ground, but hey ho, there's everything you need in here. I mean, we've got kiln jar stored up here, so that's alright. Obviously wheelbarrows and the tools and stuff, but plenty of drawers and stuff. But yeah, we'll get them in here and store them over the winter. I thought we'd just have a little check here through the net at some of the cabbage. Look at that, beautiful. So hopefully we should have a couple of good cabbage there for Christmas. I think these are January King, these. You just see through the netting there. I don't want to take the netting off and risk anything getting in that shouldn't. We have got a few bits of leaf damage on the outer leaves, but yeah, be fine that. They'll make a nice meal, I think, or two. I think we've got about 12 on the go there, so should be good for over Christmas. That one's just fattening up in there. One thing as well we also like to do is we save all the kitchen waste from the week. So obviously nothing cooked. Eggshells, we've got cardboard, we've got coffee grind, tea bags, we've got banana skins, vegetable peelings, egg boxes, toilet roll tubes, you name it. Anything that'll rot down, we shove in a bucket, obviously, to be overflowing. And then what we do is we bring them down. I mean, generally, I'd like to put them in the other compost bin, but it's quite full, so it's going to have to go on the compost heap. I'm just trying to particularly carelessly carry it over here. The only problem is, I think the rats and mice might enjoy some of it, but that's the circle of life, I suppose. So we'll get this thrown onto there, cover it up, and just keep adding to it. And obviously over time it fills up and sinks, fills up and sinks, and we turn it. And every so often we will turn it into the next bay. We do need to clean that third one out and move the leaves over probably. And then that's the way it goes, and then we start again, and then we'll have the half rotted stuff. Usually we've used it by then because we have to fill beds up or top dress or whatever, mulch. So we never actually get to fully rotted compost unless it's come from the bed. So yeah, so we're going to get this whacked in, and that's probably it, jobs for today. So yeah, we've got quite a busy afternoon on, so not much going on down at the plot, but everything's alright, nothing's broken in, the dogs are happy, and we are. So yeah, we'll see you next week for another episode down at the plot, obviously with James. Oscar couldn't be arsed this week, so yeah, just with me. So yeah, ciao, have a good